Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. Today in our lecture we'll be talking about how to master Telangana economy, which is one of the most difficult topics for many of the aspirants, and even for the newcomers they don't even get the notes. That is the biggest problem. Plus being again English medium again will make your task more difficult. So today in our lecture what we are going to discuss, we are going to see the difference between the group 1 economy paper and group 2 economy paper. Basically we are talking the economic paper here. We'll try to see the difference between group 1 economic paper, group 2 economic paper. After doing that we'll go ahead with the overview of syllabus, both group 1 overview of syllabus, each topic in each unit I will be discussing. So overview of the syllabus with regard to both group 1 and group 2. Then third one, we'll talk about the resources that a student need to have in order to prepare and master this paper. And the fourth one, I will also talk about strategy to master it. And the fifth one, okay, it is all about my course. Okay, so Telangana economy, Indian economy, and a section 3, all economy paper is dealt by me. Okay, plus Telangana formation, complete these two paper are dealt by me. You can enroll and start your preparation as soon as possible, so that when the notification comes, then you will be ready to bank upon the opportunity. Right, these are all we are going to discuss. Before going into the discussion of the other areas, I would like to give you some important aspect with regard to group 1 and group 2 economy paper. So both the papers are divided into 3 sections. Group 1 economic paper is divided into 3 sections. Group 2 economic paper is divided also into 3 sections. And group 1 economic paper has 3 sections are there, and each section is having what? 5 units are there. So each section is having what? 5 units. In the same way, group 2, each section is having what? 5 units, 5 units, 5 units. I hope this is clear to you. Now, the main problem lies with regard to the third section only. Whereas the first two sections of group 1, okay, deals with the same. Indian economy here, Indian economy here, Telangana economy here, Telangana economy here. Okay. In the third section of group 1, we are having environment here. Whereas in group 2, Telangana economies and Indian economy club topics are there with regard to the third section. Means group 2 third section is more of what? Group 2 third section is more of the economy oriented. Whereas group 1 third section is completely isolated from economy. It is all about environment. This is a major difference. It means the group 2 people, if they want to master the economy, they have to study a lot with regard to economic topics. Whereas group 1 people, they can restrict according to the topics because they don't have open-ended topics also. Whereas in group 2, the third section is completely open-ended, deals with very elaborate topics. And these topics which are mentioned in the section 3 of the group 2 has more relevance both with what? Indian economy and Telangana economy. Suppose for example in the group 2 third section they have given the education. So when we talk about the education chapter, we will also take care of Indian schemes with regard to education, Telangana schemes with regard to the education, literacy rate of Telangana, literacy rate of India. So we'll also talk about highest literacy state here. Here we'll talk about highest literacy district here. So the topics that are very much in convergence and the sync with the Indian and Telangana economy, all of them are placed under the third section of group 2. That's why if you ask me, group 2 the economy paper is difficult than group 1 economic paper. We can directly say this without any hesitation. We can say this. Okay. So one point I have made clear, the students who are actually preparing for group 2, they have to be very dynamic. They have to be very resourceful. They have to be very resourceful, and they have to collect lot of data, content, fact, etc. Group 1 people can be conceptual, and much of the data, etc. is not given to them here. I hope this is clear to you, right? Chalo. Let us now go with the topics that we are having. So this is the group 1 syllabus. This is the group 1 syllabus. The first unit of group 1 deals with Telangana economy in Hyderabad state. So how was the economy of Telangana? Obviously we'll talk about agriculture, industry and trade. Today also if we talk about economy is basically divided into three important sectors: agriculture, industry, trade. So we'll talk about how the Telangana economy was there at a time of Hyderabad state. Okay, which is there in our Telangana economy books of BA first year, BA second year, and a separate Duddu book is also there, which is you will find in Telugu academic stores nearly Vittalwadi in Himayat Nagar. Also, you will get this economy related book. Okay, then we are talking about directly after doing the Hyderabad state, like up to 1947, 1948, with the Operation Polo, September 18, which was done. From that year onwards, okay, there is a complete gap and we have jumped, okay, in this area 1956 to 2014. This is the year of what as a Telangana existed as a united AP part. So the moment Hyderabad state economy we are dealt with, then we are going towards what? The complete era till the statehood formation. We'll talk about how the Telangana economy was there when we are with the united AP. Okay. So now the next important unit after all these developments and after all these years, what happened to our Telangana? What we have seen? We have seen deprivations, we have seen underdevelopment. That is what we want to talk about. So we are having this economy here. We are having Hyderabad state economy. Then we are having economy in United AP. Then economy in United AP has led to what? Deprivations and development. That's all. This is the only historical aspect that we are having in the part 1, unit 1 of Telangana economy. Then when we talk about the structure and the growth of Telangana economy, okay, it means it is talking from the 1956 to till today, or you can even go 1948 to till today. So how the Telangana economy has grown over a period of time, that you are going to write. You can make it as a very dynamic and current affair oriented also. You can pick up any economic survey and they will be giving you from 2014 till today also. They will be giving these trends also. If you are finding, okay, then also it is fine. And if you are able to find the trends before also, then also it is good. Okay, they are there in the books. I'm saying that whether you will study or not. Structure and growth of Telangana economy. Structure we understood, again, agriculture, industry, service sector, how the structure has transformed with regard to its contribution to the GSDP, whether the service sector has overtaken agriculture and industry sector over a period of time. Okay, what was the growth rate within the agriculture, allied sectors, livestock, animal husbandry, all that also we are having, right? Then again, that is what I am talking about. The next topic here is, once we have seen that how our economy is functioning over a period of time from decades and decades, now we would like to throw your light on how the subsectors are working in our economy. With regard to the secondary sector, we are having industry, manufacturing, construction, electricity, gas and water supply. Then service sector, subsectors, how they are functioning. All of these are also found in latest economic survey. No need to worry about it. Then this is again a separate topic: per capita income, in income inequalities and poverty. Income inequalities and poverty. Now if I ask you what per capita income is, basically yesterday only I have created one short, that is on September. This is the month of September, September 6, 2025. I have created a short with regard to Telangana tops in per capita income in the country. So our per capita income according to the latest figures are 3.87 lakhs, which is even higher than what Karnataka plus Haryana. Karnataka ranked second, Haryana ranked third. So we are topping with regard to per capita income, average income earned by individual in our state annually. Okay, so we'll talk about per capita income. Then we'll also talk about income inequalities. Okay, income inequalities, how we are going to see with respect to Telangana. This is a major important problems. So here we will be writing what GSDP data only, GDP, gross district domestic product. This data we are going to write. And in per capita income also, we are having different districts of our states are having different per capita income. So here we are talking about top 3, bottom 3, average per capita income, okay, state average. We are comparing all of that. That is only called as what? Income inequalities. Even today in our country also, in India, income inequalities are not properly dealt. We still don't know. We do not have a statistical tool. Okay, income inequalities tool we do not have. Okay. First, inequalities are dealt with the help of Lorentz curve, which is again put into Gini coefficient. All this we will not do at the national level, also will not do at the state level. So income inequalities you are going to study with regard to per capita income, with regard to gross district domestic product. Like that you are going to study, and you are comparing with the national Oxfam report also. Then poverty data is clearly mentioned in our books. Directly we can have the topics from it. Our poverty data is also mentioned in 2016 and 17 economic survey. So there also you can have rural and urban poverty is mentioned. So you got the latest figures there also. Fine. So this is all about the Telangana economy first unit. Now the second unit is all about Telangana people, like human resources, like you and me. So how is the demographic structure? Means how much old population is there, how much children population is there, how much adult population is there, how much women population is there, how much male population is there, how much, which districts are having highest female population, which districts is having lowest female population, which districts are having highest female population density, etc. So and so forth. So demographic structure, and is it transiting or not? Yes, obviously the number of adults are increasing in our state, and old age are also increasing. The children are getting lower in number. So our demographic transition movement is happening with regard to what? Age groups. So we have to see the transition. Once upon a time how many adults were there, now how many adults are there, once upon a time how many children were there, which population pyramid that we used to be before, today we are having in which population pyramid. All of that comes under our demographic structure and transition. This is there in the economic survey outlooks. Demographic dividend, Telangana Statistical Abstract Report is there 2021. It talks extensively with regard to demographic dividend of our state. And it says that in Telangana is having a lot of people, like more than 46% of the people, population in our Telangana are adult. So we are having high potential to grab and to reap the benefits of demographic dividend. It is properly dealt. Okay, demographic dividend, under it we will also talk about sex ratio, fertility rate, mortality rate. These are easily found in our newspapers also, because you should not be seeing this in the in textbooks. You have to either see in the survey or from the latest National Family Health Survey 5. Then literacy, occupation sector. Good thing is that 2027 census is being happening, so we'll get the latest data as far as till now it is concerned. Literacy is basically updated in our economic survey, but occupation structure is not properly updated. It was there 5 years before in the economic survey they have discussed. Then social sector, with regard to education, health, complete data that we are having every other day. New schemes are launched in it, and obviously when they are working on that particular areas again and again, so they will have the data with regard to education and health. Clear? Okay. So the first unit is all about economy of Hyderabad state, economy of Telangana in United AP. Then we'll talk about per capita income, then income inequalities, poverty. Then the second one is all about the population of our state. The third one is land reforms, the old age static unit which you find in our complete syllabus is very static after polity. Polity is the only one which is always static. Now we are having in economy, this is the unit which is always static. So here we are going to learn about first generation reforms means what, second generation reforms means what you are going to study. Then we'll talk about the abolition of intermediaries, zamindar, jagirdars union, then tenancy reforms, land ceiling, land alienation, schedule areas, and impact of land reforms. This can be a direct group 1 model question. So first generation land reforms, second generation land reforms, then abolition of intermediaries, zamindari, jagirdari, like land administration in Telangana that we have already studied in one of the short that I have told you. How land is administered in Telangana, in the form of Khalsar Diwani, in the form of jagirdari land, in the form of inamdari land, in the form of sarfe khas land, in the form of samsanas. This is how the land of the Hyderabad state was administered. Okay. So in all of these system, basically in Jagirdari system and Inamdari system less, but in Jagirdari system, this is a very, very bad feudal system, and that led to exploitation of the peasants. Okay, taking away the lands, taking peshkars and nazranas from them, asking their peasant children to be working as a bonded labor, vetti chakri, okay, concubines as a sex slaves. All that atrocities happened with regard to the peasant class because of this zamindari system. Obviously it has to go, and it has gone also. Okay, Jagirdari Abolition Act we are having in 1949 too. Then afterwards, after removing these feudal problems, then we will go ahead with the progressive and forward thinking, in the sense that if suppose I have 10 acres of land, can I do all by myself? No, not possible. That's why I have to give some part of the land to rent, so they will use the land and give me the money, right or wrong? Yes. So tenants, how, what are the reforms, what are the rights of the tenants, okay, when they can be evicted, when they cannot be evicted, what, how they have to use the land, all that tenancy reforms are discussed. Then obviously land is a very scarce resource in our country. Obviously we are living on rents, it is not easily available until and unless you don't pay the money. So land ceiling is nothing but how much amount of land you can own, or how much amount of land is being owned by one individual. So that ceilings are given, things that upper limits are given. Then scheduled areas, which are basically with the tribal areas, there is what is happening, lot of non-tribals are purchasing, so they are actually losing their land. So that is the reason what happening in even in the scheduled areas and tribal areas also, they are not getting their due share and they have been alienated from their own land ownership. That is only called as land alienation. Here very important Konegu Rangarao committees, we will also discuss about them. Okay, impact of land reforms, a very nice impacts obviously happen. It seeks to establish, it gives surplus lands to the poor in the form of what, land distribution programs that we are having. It makes the peasants are given rights with regard to the land reforms. Like occupancy rights are also given, tenancy rights are also given. Impact of land reforms, many are there which we can discuss. Okay, it also decreases concentration of land holding, which is also a part of Tgpsc. So the first one is economy, the second one is human resource, the third one is land reforms. The fourth is all about agriculture and allied. So agriculture, how is the agriculture of Telangana? What are the salient features of agriculture? What are the challenges? So these points you have to remember. Salient features of agriculture sector are very important. Then after learning that, you should be knowing the how agriculture sector looks like in Telangana. What is its contribution? How many people are using it as occupation? What are the trends with regard to the value? What are the growth rates? Okay, which cereals we use cereals? What happened to the rainy season, winter season, Mana Kalam? Okay, Yasangi, all that you have to learn in agriculture sector. So, right. So trends in the share of crops and allied sectors in the GSDP, that is what I have told you. Distribution of land on the margin, small, medium farmers, we have to know it. Trends in irrigation, like once upon a time we are having good amount of pound irrigation, but we do not have in United AP, which were neglected. Problems of dryland agriculture, because Telangana is lying in semi-arid area. That's why how to do agriculture in these semi-arid regions, which are having shortage of water. So for that a separate answer we have tried. Dependence on agriculture. Okay, then cropping pattern trends means which crops generally we grew. Okay, trends in productivity, that is in the economic survey only. Per hectare how much we are able to produce cereals. Agriculture credit, okay, loans to the agriculture sector. Extensions and marketing, what are the various programs that we have initiated in order to make sure, in order to make the farmers aware of the agriculture new technologies, agriculture new services, diagnostic of the soil etc. That is extension services, marketing, cooperatives and producer companies. Then the fifth unit is all about industry sector and service sector. In industry sector, obviously, we are going to again study about how the industrial development happened, then structure and growth of industry within the industry which sector is doing well. Then MSME, important area of group 1 mains exam, and obviously MSMEs will go down because if they are not properly managed. So sick industries, how we are able to actually, we are trying to revive. We also have, I guess, we have Telangana sick industrial health clinic we are having. With the help of that, we are able to revive some industries. Then industrial infrastructure, we should be learning about power. This is also there in geography. Industrial policy of Telangana, Tpass we have to study, and we have to study the latest one also. Then we are having service sector, again structure, how the structure is there with regard to service sector means what are the subsectors are there, which one is contributing more, which one is contributing less, that is called as structure of service sector. Growth is nothing but what are the growth rate with regard to that subsectors. Then employment trends in industry and service sector. In ICT policy of Telangana, we are having ICT 2.0. We are having ICT 2.0. I hope this is all clear to you. Okay, the first we are having is Telangana Economy. The second one is human resources. The third one is all about land reforms. The fourth one is agriculture. The fifth one belongs to industry and service sector. This is all about group 1. Now if you see the group 2. In group 2 you are having structure and growth of Telangana economy, demography of HRD, agriculture, industry. This is a new one which is included, that is called as state budget. So whenever the state budget comes, you should be knowing all that state revenues, how much revenue expenditure trends, debt, state budgets, welfare policies of the state which was announced, all that schemes they are talking about here, all the schemes of Telangana. So basically, if you see here, they did not give land reforms in length here. Land reforms are given a small part. In group 1, land reforms are given a separate unit, but here land reforms are given as a topic. That is the only difference. And in demography and HRD, there they have given education and health. Here they have not given education and health. In the demography, you can see that they have given here education and health. Here they have not given education and health. Okay. Then again, agriculture exactly same, industry exactly same. Now in the third unit, what they have done is, this is more important. Okay. Here they have health, education, inequalities, social transformation, etc. They have mentioned poverty. There it was in group 1. First unit, here we are having unemployment is added here, regional inequalities, again urbanization, migration, land acquisition, resettlement, rehabilitation act of 2013. Then a small area is there with regard to what? Environment and sustainable development. So group 2 economy is very elaborate. You can say that in group 2 economic chapters are 9 in number. Section 2 complete economy, section 3 4 are economy. Only one unit is given as a environment. But in group 1, the third section, like after the second section, this section, the third section is completely environment only. So when we see that, when we say that which of the following, group 1 or group 2 which is having more of economy, means it is of, remember this point, group 2. Okay, so we have discussed all of this. Now what are the resources? Okay, resources as simple as that. First of all, my notes, my handouts are best. Why I am saying this means I have been teaching for last 8 years in the time of Telangana formation, and I have the all the survey data, okay, which is very unique, which anybody does not have up to 2024, which are GK survey data, because okay, some things are updating, so I'm not talking about updation. So 2014 to like some, in 2017 they discussed about mining and quarrying, where all the minerals are found in our state, which is not there in any of the survey. In one of the survey they talked about handicrafts and handlooms, which is not there in any of the survey. So all these important areas are accumulated with me, so you are best place. Remember this point, my notes, my handouts are best. Next one is Telugu academic books. Then Telugu academic books specific given for competitive examination, you will find competitive examination is written on the page. Then the third important resource is Telugu academic BA intermediate or degree. Just take the books and see that whether the Telangana topics are there or not. If Telangana topics are there, just grab it up. That's all about it. There are only 3 resources are there, and plus economic survey is must, should, obligation, compulsory, perfect. It should be there. Tip for it on first page, first word to last page, last word. You should be knowing about economic survey. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 resources, and the fifth one is what? Watching my current affairs. Every day I discuss current affairs, not exactly every day because that much of current affairs you don't have. Every other week we'll discuss current affairs. So current affairs includes all the subjects also, right? So that's the reason if you're joining my course, you'll get all of these at hand, and you'll master the economy paper like none have ever mastered it, and you'll score very very high, whether with regard to Indian economy or Telangana economy whatsoever. You will be better placed. I hope this is all clear to you. Take care. I'll see you in the next class.